does Chase Young's deal still feel right for the Saints? Since our last show, some of the details have come out on it. It is a 1-year, $13 million deal that is fully guaranteed. He gets $7.9 million in per game roster bonuses. If he shows up for 17 games, he gets every single one of those dollars, $450,000 per game. But it's a bit of a win-win situation for the Saints because let's say he starts the season on PUP and he misses 10 games. He doesn't get $4.5 million of that $7.9 million, but it is fully guaranteed because if they were to cut him, they have to pay out every single dollar of it. But if he doesn't play all the games, he doesn't get all the money. So there are protections there in place. If he misses the whole season, he doesn't get any of that $7.9 million. So it's a safe deal for the Saints in the sense that there are some protections given that he is having this neck surgery, and the neck surgery is a bit of a risk. Now he's expected to be back by the start of the season. So the hope here is that none of this ever comes into play. And, I think this is a win-win for both sides. We got the details up on the screen right now. Base salary of $2.7 million, signing bonus of $1.86 million, workout bonus of $450,000, per game roster bonuses up to $7.99 million, add it all up, $13 million. Cap charge of just under $3.5 million. 4 void years on this deal to make the math work. So that's kind of how all the accounting works. Overall, I like this deal for Chase. I like this deal for the Saints. Like, he's in the 5th year of his contract right now. He gets $13 million if he plays all 17 games. He would have got just shy of $17 million if his 5th year option got picked up. So if he plays, he comes out of this pretty much whole and he hits the market and he can go out and get paid. I think it's a good setup for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the question, though, the topic is, does the deal still feel right for the Saints? Because since our last show, we actually, the news broke while we were on the show. We talked about all the things we like about him and his potential. The neck surgery is something new that we haven't talked about. And to me, yeah, this is exactly what a Chase Young contract should look like. He's an incredibly special player. When the 49ers traded for him last year, I thought, man, must be nice to be the Kings. They're going to the Super Bowl and they get to take a chance on Chase Young. The only question to me is if the Saints are in a position to be that team that's taking any kind of a risk reward chance on anybody. This is the headliner of their free agency class. I'm still super excited. You did a film study on the site. Everybody needs to check out. When this guy is right, he is one of the most special players in the league. And you could even say that if you want to be super positive, and I hate to come across as super, maybe this surgery is what gets him right. Maybe this surgery, maybe in year 5, he's going to look like he did back in year 1 again because this surgery gets him right. And so I love the upside. And, yeah, I'm glad that there's some protection if they don't see the other side. But both sides want him to make all $13 million.
Absolutely.
They want to see him play all 17 games. And I'm really excited about what they could look like. It's just, you wish the Saints could get a sure thing, but sure things aren't that available in this range.
See, my argument would be I think they're exactly the team that should take a risk at this position. So let's say he never plays a game and they spend $4 million and he doesn't see the field once. I don't care. I don't care that $4 million is gone because if you spend that $4 million on another pass rusher, you're getting 2 sacks. They don't need, what they did at DT last year. You don't need the equivalent of Nathan Shepard at defensive end. I think you should be trying to get a player that swings things for you because they need someone to swing things. And if Chase Young doesn't swing things for them, they probably have issues that they don't overcome and they probably don't make the playoffs. Now, again, I said on the last one, I don't know if he changes my win prediction, but theoretically, he's a player that could play 17 games and have 12 sacks. And that would change my win prediction if you tell me it hits that positively. And I think it does swing things. And I think they do have to take a big risk to try to get outside of this if they don't want to spend money. They don't want to add 5 different people to add depth to their defense. If you just have the money to make one move, try to get a difference maker. And you can't shop at the top of the market.
You can't get a player with his talent anywhere near this price.
If you want to spend just $10 million, you're getting Van Ginkel, who doesn't fit their profile, who's probably going to have I don't know what he's going to do, but in this system, he probably have 5-6 sacks. That's probably the type of player he is. And if you're going all the way down to $4 million, you're getting a guy that's probably not even going to play ahead of anybody. I think he's probably your worst pass rusher on the team at that point. So I like it, but I'm a risk taking person, but I don't think you can get ahead in life in any capacity If you're just playing it straight down the middle, you never take a risk. You're not going to find financial success. You're not going to find happy. Like at some point, you have to take a risk to get ahead, and they're in a position where you're doing it. And like signing like Danielle Hunter is a risk in itself. Like that's a huge risk, but that doesn't make sense for the team. I think getting with a guy that's 25, 26 years old, you get him in your building. If it hits, you got first shot at keeping him. I think this is exactly the type of move they should make, especially for where they're at right now.